George has just brought out a book. He is now a published author, as you can tell by the turtleneck.
The turtleneck. That's it. I'm a writer now. So.
You sleep in it as well, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Bath in
I
it?
have turtleneck.
Fester in it?
I have turtleneck trousers, tops.
It's just a onesie.
Socks. Turtleneck tops. Turtleneck socks. Awesome.
Good morning, good evening.
Sorry. Am I supposed to say
That's
good
your
afternoon?
bit.
Oh, sorry.
Good afternoon. Noon. I'm Jack.
I'm George.
And we are.
The Havana gentleman.
What are we going to be talking about today?
Well, that's a good question.
Just
And
remind me.
I'll just pass it over to my colleague.
I want to do a Columbo on you. Just remind me.
Just remind. That's been in my head all week. Because someone said it and I was like, just remind me.
We're going to be talking to you about the do's and don'ts of
Pipe smoking.
Anyways, we're going to be talking to you about things that you should and shouldn't be doing when smoking this lovely bit of equipment. So the don'ts of pipe smoking. This is just going to be our personal list. For don't number 1. Don't light your pipe with a lighter. With a gas lighter.
That's a very good one.
Now a lot of people use Zippos, which are like, they're more like butane. There's like a lot of Zippo pipe lighters.
Oh, okay.
And some people love them. Personally, we don't like them. We don't like the taste of them. We use matches. Always have done and always will. We don't like the taste.
Unless we get impatient and then we use a jet lighter.
Yeah, but rarely does that happen.
But that's only when it's windy.
Yeah, and in the
It's just
winter.
a pain.
Well, matches are a pain in the ass, and I have to carry them around with you as well.
Yeah.
But don't use a lighter. Don't number 2. What is don't number 2?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a very good question. I don't know.
Should we
Just freestyle it? Yeah.
just
Don't number 2.
don't? Well, it's like 2, 3. Because
Okay.
there's 2 things in one thing.
Okay, yeah.
Because you don't want to smoke it. Because if you puff too much, it's all going, and and if you do it too much, the tobacco gets really hot, and then you get tongue bite from smoking it, puffing it too much, and it tastes disgusting and horrible. And,
What if people are asking, so George, what is tongue bite? Educate me.
That's a good question, and
Just because you have a turtleneck on, you've got to keep saying, oh, that's a very good question.
that's a very good question. I'll pass it over to. No, it's just when you. Is it the nicotine in it? Or?
It's just,
I can't quite remember.
I think it's when the tobacco
I
gets
just
too
know
hot.
what it is, and it's you don't do it.
You don't
it's
like
horrible.
it. It feels bad.
It's just called.
I think it's when the tobacco gets too hot and it just
Yeah.
burns you. So
Too
the smoke,
hot and
and the
it
smoke
burns.
is physically hot on your tongue and it burns. And
It's not nice. You don't want to go through
So
it.
no excessive puffing. That's
And
what
if
we're trying to say.
you puff it too much, it'll make the bowl very hot, and that's
And
not
the
good.
bowl.
That's not good either.
It's nice to have a warm bowl, but not a hot bowl.
Because if it goes too hot, I think it can damage the pipe.
Yeah. So don't have a hot and heavy, hardcore pipe.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Number
2. Those were 2 there. That's
Don't number 4. Don't number 4. Don't pack your bowl too tight. If you pack it within an inch of its life, just trying to get as much in as you can.
You're just
keep going,
using
keep
like
going.
an electric compressor. You're just
like-
slam. You just boom, just boom,
laying
boom,
into it,
just boom, boom, just full on
giving
going
it
for
the
it.
night of its life.
You're not gonna be able to smoke.
No. Unlike intercourse, pipes you have to be very delicate. It's not rough and heavy is better. It's slow and gently wins the race. Nice slow packing, not too much. Don't have it so it's so tight because you don't even be able to draw it. It'll be like nothing's coming out.
And another thing that you should do when you're packing your pipe is test as you go. So as you're packing it, as we do the 3 layers thing.
You do.
So you do 1 layer. Now each layer, I don't have to because I'm a professional now.
Well, we're professional.
But give it a draw.
I'm a professional now.
Just draw it as you go to make sure that you can still withdraw.
Absolutely.
Draw air through
Absolutely.
the pipe. That's a pipe with an in and out.
So yeah, don't pack your bowl too tightly. We don't like it tight. We like it loose.
That's disgusting. Don't clean your pipe.
Don't number 5. Cleaning pipes is a waste of time. Don't do it. The tar tastes lovely in there. It's nice and clean.
You always want a nice thick layer of tar. Thick layer. That's what we want. Right?
Definitely clean your pipe.
Please do it.
Is that a don't or a do? It's a don't not clean your pipe.
Don't not clean it. Yeah.
Well, right. Finger. My pipe's incredibly clean. Just a fact.
Well, the thing is with clean pipes, like you can do a deep clean or you can do a light clean. Where you
Now
just clean
I can say I have never in my life deep cleaned a pipe, and I know you haven't.
Oh no,
I know you haven't. It's like use alcohol, don't you? There's like a certain like cleaning alcohol. You're meant to use.
We'll do a video.
We'll do a video on it because we've never actually done it ourselves.
Yeah. We've just done light cleaning where
we've forever lasted with just light cleaning, just a quick in and out with the tool, just simple.
No. I'd use pipe cleaners.
Oh, I haven't even. I've got none left. Do number 1. Make sure you store your tobacco well. Now, we've read online, there's a lot of people saying that you shouldn't keep tobacco in its tin for longer than a few weeks. We don't do that. We keep it in there forever. Because usually tins, when they stay sealed, it stays fine, I find, personally. It doesn't dry out. It dries out if you have them in like the in the plastic packaging.
Well, it might sort of dried out a little bit.
Oh, mine
but then you don't want it, because you're supposed to...
I put a Bavida in mine.
Leave tobacco for a little bit, because when it first comes, it's quite moist.
Mm. Quite what?
Quite moist.
Quite what?
Moist.
One more time?
Moist.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Store it correct.
Mason jars are perfect with a little Bavida pack, or leave it in the tin with a Bavida pack. It's just a tiny little pack with gel that just keeps tobacco fresh. It's a brilliant invention. Do number 2. Only smoke aromatic tobaccos because they're the best. We're going to trigger a load of people saying that.
That's a very one way.
Everything else sucks. No, I'm joking now. They're both great.
Actually,
they're both great.
If you do want to smoke aromatic and non-aromatic, I'd say do have separate pipes for it.
Yeah. I agree with that.
If you have a non-aromatic and then you go for an aromatic, what you taste won't be exactly. Listen, you can deep clean it, but it won't be the same. You want 2 separate pipes for it because
once you've done it once, it will just stay in the pipe.
You just.
That's why I never buy second-hand pipes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, and certain non-aromatics are strong as well. Yeah. Just they will linger. So they do. Yeah, that's a good one. You freestyled that one.
Thank you.
So you can go home. Take the day off. Go home early.
I always take the day off.
You always take the day off. Your whole life's a day off being an author.
Oh.
Do number 3.
That's a good question.
Do number 3. When you're lighting your pipe, light it twice. Now, I guarantee not many people do this, but when we did our tutorial, you light in your pipe, you go around with a match, and then so you lit it once with the match, yeah. You take your tool, you pat it down, and then we light it again.
I don't light it again.
I do. I always light it twice for a nice consistent burn.
Well, you're just a fucking noob. Don't listen to this novice. He don't know what he's on about. If you light it the first time, do it right. End of.
Sorry, there's another don't on that list. Don't wear a fucking turtleneck. How about that?
Well, if you're a writer like that.
You're too snobby to say author, you have to say a writer.
If you're a writer,
myself. Was that number 4?
What was the 4th?
I think I just did number 4. Do number 5.
No, we're not. What was number 4 then?
The one I just said.
What was that?
Lighting it twice.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't light it twice.
Don't number 7. Do not put your pipe in your mouth like that.
Why not?
It tends to taint the taste. It's not as great.
It's not the same before, because we'll remove that stupid one.
Don't put your pipe in your mouth like that.
Do number 4.
I'd probably say always smoke with a drink. That always makes it much more pleasurable.
Yeah.
To have, even if it's just like a can of Coke or anything. Ribena, whatever. I think it's nice because obviously your mouth gets hot. You have a lot of, pipes can be half an hour sometimes. It's good to have a drink just to keep you replenished and just relax. Helps you to kick back.
Yeah, why not?
Number 5. Always
take your time.
Yeah.
Do take your time. You don't want to rush it, and if you rush it, obviously you'll get tongue bite. and the bowl will get really hot. And you don't want that.
This is also a part 2 of do number 5, is always pat down with your pipe tool your tobacco, make it nice and flat when you're lighting. Always pat it down.
Well, light it first, and give it a bit, and then pat it down.
Give
And
it a
then
pat.
keep inhaling as you're patting.
Then you don't get any debris sort of coming out as well. It's just nice and flat
Debris.
and compact. Makes it a nice smoke.
As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've been George,
I've been Jack,
and together we've been,
the Havana gentleman.
and I suppose,
That voice is making women cream as we speak. That 3% female audience we get are creaming right now.
Just creeping is such a horrible word. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I suppose we should be shooting off.
Yeah, probably.